So it is a no news is good news situation. So I just gotta cool my jets. Oh my God, I could use a Xanax. Jesus, take the wheel.
What's up, fertility fam?
Let's get these babies, ladies.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think.
What's up, fertility fam? How are you? It's the 11th of February when I'm recording this. I'm probably going to do a series up until Blastocyst, so this is going to be the first of the series. So I hope you're well. It's the evening of the 11th and I'm all the feels. I'm all the feels, including scared. I'm happy, I'm scared, I'm humbled, I'm cautiously optimistic, and oh wait, I haven't told you guys what happened. So the last thing I think I posted in the community tab was that we got 33 eggs, so yay. And then today was the fertilization report. So of the 33 eggs, 18 were mature, and of those 18, 16 fertilized. And I want to be clear because I know some of you guys haven't gone through this before, and of course I've gone through it unsuccessfully before. So if the egg is not mature, they will not attempt to fertilize it. And there are two kind of grades of maturity, and an egg can mature in the lab, but it would happen over the night, or you know, from when they were retrieved until day one. So today is day one in the life of the embryo because they were it's their first day. They were fertilized yesterday at some point or early this morning. And yeah, so the clinic, it gets a little confusing because sometimes people will just call it a day 5. There's an expectation that it will become a blastocyst by day 5. So really when they're saying day 5, they mean a blast, or they'll say a day 5 blast. My clinic at Columbia will grow them out until day 7 and then freeze them, I guess on the 7th day or on the 8th day, I'm not really sure. But I know they give them, I will get a report on the 5th, I will get a report on the 6th, assuming everything is not wrapped up on the 5th, and then I'll get a report on the 7th again, assuming everything is not wrapped up on the 5th or the 6th. So 18 were mature, 16 fertilized. And so, and they tell you to expect about an 80% attrition rate of like, you'll get collected, mature, fertilized, and then blast, right? So we're at 16. For some reason, I was doing my message board and I actually had I think a 6 in there. Like I was, no, I'm not making sense. But for some reason, I thought the second number was going to be 6. It was either going to be 26, 16, or 6, basically. And I have a feeling that there's going to be 13 embryos. So we'll see. I hope that the donor doesn't have OHSS and that she's okay. Hopefully she enjoyed the package that I gave her. Yeah, all of it is just really, really humbling. I mean, I went through it and I was hoping to have 7 when I did my own retrieval. Ended up with 3 that we thought we were going after the day of retrieval, and then only retrieved 1. I think I ovulated on the way there. I think I've said that a million times, but I think 2 of the eggs ovulated. Anyway, that one fertilized. That one grew out to day 3 and we transferred at day 3. So these were going to grow out to blastocysts, and we'll see what we get for there. I'm not testing the embryos. I have a whole video on my thoughts on testing. I will link it over here. All in all though, it is just, yeah. It's humbling. Like, this woman got 33 eggs. That is the difference of age. If there's ever stronger scientific evidence of how much our fertility declines as we age, that is it. That is it. She had 33 eggs retrieved. I had 1. So it's not a joke. If you're wondering, should you be preserving your fertility, 1000%. If you think you might want to have kids one day and you are 34 or younger, absolutely get your eggs frozen. If you're 35 through 40, get them frozen, fertilized, and all that good stuff. But yeah. I'm not regretting what I've done. I do want to be clear, because I think I needed to go through the exercise of trying with my own eggs. I did not want to be, and I've said this before, in a situation of what if. So, and I don't want to be down about this video either, because I'm happy, but I do want to be real about what I'm feeling. And I'm not in my home doing backflips or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, it's very sobering to me. I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity. But I'm also humbled, and I know that everyone's not going to get this opportunity, so I don't take that lightly either. I worry about the young woman who donated her eggs. I found out that she's done it at least one time prior, and while there is financial compensation, I also don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of someone, if that makes sense. So I don't take any of it lightly. By God's grace, there was a donor. And so I'm grateful for that. And yeah. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm mostly scared. I'm mostly happy. Wow. This is gonna happen this year. This is gonna happen. So I still have a shot at 2 babies, at least. So we'll see. My goal is if I can get 2 viable embryos out. I'm only gonna transfer 1. I know people have asked that over and over in the comments, but I think sometimes we don't read other people's comments. So I am only allowed to transfer 1, unless the embryos are very poor quality and have a very poor chance. Then there's a small chance that the doctor will consider 2. But in general, because of my age, because I have the 1 kidney, because I'm at risk of preeclampsia and hypertension, blood and protein, eclampsia, they don't want to risk it. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to risk it either. I don't want to be, because I am a single mom by choice, I don't want to be in a situation where I can't care for myself after delivery or care for the child, God forbid. So yeah, I'm okay with that. The plan is I would like to, 6 months after delivering the first one, have the second one. And I know that sounds super greedy for someone who 6 months ago didn't know if this was even going to be possible. That's just what my heart wants. So I'm just saying it, gonna name it and claim it. And you know, that's what I hope for. Is that what happens? I don't know. But I'm prayerful. I'm not shy about asking God for it. So that's where I am. All right, I'm not gonna make this too long, because hopefully the next one will be way more upbeat. And I'm not down. I just want to be clear. I am just humbled. And there's a lot of emotions and feelings going on. And I talked to my mom and told her how many we got. And yeah, it's just much more methodical. And it seems to be going really fast. Oh, so they called in my meds. So like my progesterone and oil is coming tomorrow. My estradiol is coming tomorrow. I still don't have cycle day 1, so I'm waiting on that, but it should be any day now. I'm having, I think, PMS symptoms. It could just all be in my head. I couldn't get an appointment in this week. I had an event tonight for work, and so Clara's only in New York Tuesday and Thursday. So I, starting next Thursday, have appointments booked through March, and so I will be seeing Claire. I'm going to get my IV this weekend, maybe a massage, recording a video from you guys. I just need a checklist of things to keep me busy. It's a holiday weekend, and then after the holiday, here comes the thunder. So yeah, so you won't hear from me again until the 16th, which I think is kind of meta, right? I have 16 embryos and I'm finding out on the 16th. That's got to be a good sign. Hopefully you guys have seen the collab with Ursi and I. As I'm recording it, as I'm recording this video talking to you in this moment in time, it has not premiered yet on YouTube. It will premiere in the morning, so hopefully you're able to join for that. And then after my video, she's also premiering her video, so we did a double collab. I asked her 5 questions, she asked me 5 questions. It was really nice. And she and I, our donors ended up retrieving on the same day, and so we're, you know, watching that same clock basically. She's going to take a little time off before she does her transfer, but it's good to have someone else who also has all the feels to talk to at this point in time. So yeah, that's it guys. I'll see you on the 16th. Hi there. All right, it is 2:04 on the 16th of February, and I have not heard anything about the embryos. And so about 30 minutes ago, I sent something to the nurse or I'm not sure. I think she's the coordinator. She might be a nurse. My brain is frazzled right now. Not Dr. McConnell's nurse. Anyway, hey, I haven't heard an update since day one. Would love to know how they're doing. She responds and adds Dr. McConnell and says, sure, adding Dr. McConnell so she can give you an update. So at first I thought, well, because it's in the afternoon, it must be good, because wouldn't they just tell you, if they didn't make it straight away in the morning? But now I'm hyperventilating, and it's been at least 30 minutes, and I'm sure the doctor is busy and has things going on. But if everything was okay, why wouldn't somebody just come back and say everything was okay? I don't know how this goes, but my heart is hurting. As you know, I did not grow out to day 5 last time. We just did. Oh, the email came in. I'm looking at my email, looking at my phone.
It's like crackhead addiction, but it's update addiction. I don't know.
I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm starting to freak out. It can go either way. I'm just trying to go with the no news is good news. No news is good news. I did yesterday clean out my little med box and got rid of everything I didn't need, and I just have the PIO in there and the estrace, excuse me. And there's I don't know, lidocaine and some other stuff. I threw out some Menopur, which I didn't need. I forgot I deboxed them and put them in little packages in my case. So those were expired. Well, they're this month. So tossed those, and a bunch of old progesterone I tossed. So I'm ready, but now I'm you think you order the meds because you're on your way, but am I? And then someone just sent me an email or a DM, not about my eggs in particular, but she was saying she had 8 and none of them made it to day 5. She started with her own eggs, but 16, 8 were fertilized and none made it to blast. So I'm oh my God, is that possible? But I guess, of course, it's possible. Let's not talk it into existence, though. No news is good news. No news is good news, right? All right, I just wanted to check in, mainly to calm myself. Okay, I had to go back to my email, and it is a no news is good news situation. So I went back to what the nurse, the one who gave me the embryo update in the first place, and here's what it says. Since your plan is to freeze the embryos, we will culture them to the blastocyst. Oh my God. We will culture them to the blastocyst stage, which embryos usually reach on day 5, 6, or 7. A doctor should be reaching out to you next week with the number of blastocyst embryos frozen. So I may not get an update until not tomorrow, but the day after. Today they are day 6. Tomorrow they are day 7. And so if they're not all blastocysts by now, I may not be hearing an update until the 8th. So best case scenario, I guess, was an update today that they all made it to blast. But if they didn't, then no one is likely to call me, but probably now that I've sent a request for an update. But anyway, yeah. So it is a no news is good news situation. So I just gotta cool my jets. Oh my God, I could use a Xanax. Jesus, take the wheel.
He's like, girl, I've been at this wheel.
Not have an update yet, but I would expect, you know what, they haven't emailed us yet for today, but let me see if I can just get into their system and take a peek.
Okay.
But they usually send us an email, and they probably be sending it to us later today. Let's see what they have here. Today is the 16th, right?
Yeah, so it's day 6.
So as you know, you had 33 eggs. I'm looking at their report.
Yeah, 18 fertilized.
That were fertilized, and 16 made it to, 18 were injected with sperm and 16 fertilized.
Oh.
Look at you. You're looking good. So far, guess how many? have made it to the point where they've been biopsied. 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're not biopsying, though. Are we biopsying?
Yeah, you remember they have on here for genetic testing?
No, I thought we were doing just freeze-all.
You know what? I agree with you. I think, why did they put that there? Let me check, because let's see here. Yeah, I don't have that. So let me.
Okay, because we talked about that because the donor is 27.
I specifically have on there no PGT.
Okay.
Okay, so let me call them because I'm just reading their notes. But let me give them a call, okay, and see if anyone will answer.
Okay, but wait, before you go, so 10 out of the 16 are still are still in the running.
10 are good.
Okay.
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 Right.
Thank you.
And I'll call you right back see if they answer.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, no
Bye.
problem. Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. 10. I was hoping for 13. Although there was something that told me 6 or 8. The numbers 6 or 8 were coming into my head, so we'll see. But 10, that means they're blastocysts, even though we're not doing, we're not biopsying. So I'm glad that I actually sent the note. Yay! All right. So hopefully she'll call me back. I just came out of here. It's dark in the room. I'm like sitting in the corner. I have the desk lamp on and the light on the camera. So I look this looks scary, but yeah, there's there we go. That looks better because there's light coming from the room. Hi, Justice. Justice is like, who are you talking to? I'm talking to the fam. All right, let's see if Dr. McConnell calls me back. Good morning, fam. Today is the 18th. It is Thursday. And God is testing me. I don't have any other updates from Dr. McConnell. I did send a note, and I realized I didn't record because I was putting together the footage last night, the second half of our conversation. So basically, she said there are 2 for sure that are away in hibernation. And I don't know what happened to the other ones. I think, they scolded her for looking in the portal. The embryologist lab scolded her for looking at it. And so she said she would call me tomorrow, and she hasn't. And those of you who have been with me for a while know that I suffer from extreme anxiety. So last night I took some GABA, I took ashwagandha, I did magnesium, I did melatonin to help me get to sleep. Did some meditation and then fell fast asleep. I feel like, I'm dressed right now too. I don't know if you guys can see me. Yeah. I'm getting ready to go downstairs and work out because I do feel like God is testing me. Like I've said many prayers. He's told me that he's got me, and so I should not be questioning what's going on. I should be doing what I need to be doing. He's done his part because we have at least 2 in hibernation. And if we have no more, it's okay because I have what I need now to move on to the next step. So I should be preparing myself for the next step. So we're going to go with that. I will follow up later on today with Dr. McConnell, but it's early. And before I go to work, and by go to work, I mean this desk over here, but you know what I mean. Before I check in for the day and get going, I wanted to focus on what I need to be doing. So I'm gonna go work out. I have acupuncture later. Hopefully in between we'll get an update, but I just have to free my mind because as a woman with 2 losses, I know this is a long journey and I can't let my cortisol get out of control every time something doesn't go exactly as planned. So yeah, this is a long journey, and the footprints in the sand, this is the part where I gotta trust God to carry me through. So, all right, how are you doing? It's a long journey, guys. It's a long journey. Buckle up. Hey fam. All right, you made it this far. We are almost done. It's still the 18th. And it's been a day. It's been a day, and I realized I need to get my mind right. So I had to break out this Bible, which I have not read in a million years. This was gifted to me. It's a King James version, so it's different than what I grew up with, but I had to look at a couple scriptures in here and just, evaluate where I am and what's going on, because I think I asked God for a sign. I was very prayerful going into retrieval. I asked him for a sign, and today's Thursday, so this time last week I got the news that there were 33 eggs retrieved, or maybe I got that on Wednesday, but 33, and I felt like that was a sign. That was a sign. And Red Blonde Chick mentioned it in one of the comments that 33 reminds her of Jesus, and I was thinking, like, it reminds me of so many things biblical. But the meaning of the number 33 is connected to certain promises made by God. The 33rd time Noah's name is used in Scripture is when God makes a promise with him to not destroy the entire world again with a flood. He seals his pledge with the sign of the rainbow. Genesis 9:12 through 16. The 33rd time Abraham's name is used in the Bible is when Isaac, the child of promise, is born to him when he is 99 years old. Genesis 21:1 through 2. But the part about Noah and the promise that he made to Noah, and that it was sealed with a rainbow, like, that was a sign. So I asked for the sign, he gave me the sign, and then I got off track. Like, I really yesterday was worried, and I don't even understand why, because I don't understand why. I've been working really hard to get my body together, put in a lot of time with, like, my food and my physical, and I started going to the therapist, but I need to dig in deeper. Like, I need to be more regimented with the puppies are moving around. I need to be more regimented with, like, my journaling and things that are going on in my head, because, as we say back home,
I still got a long row to plow. I got a long row to plow.
So I have to get it together. All right, so I worked out. I didn't go to acupuncture because the weather was bad. And then I went to work in my corner, like I said I was going to do. And I don't know, around noon, I looked at my emails and I realized that Dr. McConnell had emailed me last night. Well, first, Thirsty Me, again, sent her a note, like, please don't leave me hanging, probably, like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, which clearly she wasn't. Well, she did respond last night. She responded around 10:30 and said, I just checked with the lab. They're all done. 10 is your final number. And I was like, oh, so she did say 10. I don't know where I got to 2. And I couldn't go back and look at the footage because I didn't record the second part of the conversation when she had talked to the embryologist. I thought I did, but there was so much going on. And so when I was looking at the footage last night, I didn't. And 10 is a perfect number. So I went back to biblical references and looked at that. In the Bible, 10 is viewed as a complete and perfect number, as is 3, 7, and 12. It is made up of 4, the number of the physical creation, and 6, the number of man. As such, 10 signifies testimony, law, responsibility, and the completeness of order. I'm grateful. I'm so, so grateful. And I feel like I kind of overshadowed it with all my worrying. Like, why was I doubting? Because even if it was 2, which is what I thought it was, it's still, the ball was in my court. 2 was enough to get me to the next stage. So why was I doubting? And I think this whole process has deepened my faith. Like, not just this process, but everything with my mom. Just like my life's journey from when I started trying to conceive in 2017 until now. And everything that's happened in my life since then has deepened my faith. But I have some work to do. So I am going to be reading my Bible on a regular basis. I'm going to be focused on my mental work, like with the therapist and everything else, because I have to get my anxiety in check. So I should, be anxious for nothing, be anxious for nothing. And even that in the Bible, I just realized today, was about when they were like it was in time of war. And so I might be in a war against my own mind, against my own anxiety. So I got to be anxious for nothing, but it's easier said than done, right? So I've got to focus. And so that I can enjoy each moment as it goes. Because as I mentioned this morning, I've had 2 miscarriages. I already have a lot of anxiety. And then last night I was up, you know, with cortisol pulsing through my veins because I'm stressing myself out. For what? And so the good news is I have 10 embryos that are hibernating or away at winter camp, as Tanika TTC likes to say. And I kind of overshadowed it with my worry. Like, I asked for a sign. He sent me a sign. Yeah, I need to lean into my faith a little more. I need to lean into my faith a little more. And I got to get my mind right. So that is where we are. 10 embryos. Yay! I didn't even fill out the sign. I don't know where it is. I'll fill it out for Instagram if you're on there, but you already know now. Maybe I'll put it up and then do a tease for this video. We'll see. Yeah, I wanted to come on and tell you guys tonight because I don't want people to worry. I know some people were hitting me up on Instagram like thinking the worst. And in this case, it truly was no news is good news. And yeah, I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together because we got a long road. We got a long road to plow. But we are, you know, off on the good foot. So I've got to get myself physically ready. This also gives me time. There's other stuff I have to do. Like, I needed to get my mammogram done again. I think I told you guys that at 6 months because they saw something questionable on my, not on my mammogram, on my ultrasound, a breast ultrasound. So I'm going to schedule that. And I'm getting a filling done on Monday, some other stuff. So I'm just taking this opportunity to really be ready. And then, you know, weather permitting, I will have acupuncture every week. So that's where we are. 10 embryos, a lot of unnecessary drama. And a happy ending, or not an ending, but a happy next step. And so I'm grateful for that. Thank you guys for rocking with me. And yeah, I still owe you guys a couple videos. I'm going to take a few days off. I just need to like relax and clear my head. I want to do a little more reading and just kind of woosah so that I can like calm my adrenals down, get the cortisol down in my body so that my body can function like I'm a normal human being, get some sleep and all that good stuff. But I still owe you the seed cycling video. And then I thought of another video I want to do about sperm donors because I did a video about 3 different types of sperm, and I just want to clarify, like there was some verbiage in there that I'll explain in the other video. But I'm going to work on those 2 videos. So expect those from me in the next week. Probably those will be the next 2 videos you see, so next week and the week after, and then we'll get back on the fertility bandwagon. But I just also need that time to like not be feeling like I have to report to you guys, and if I don't give you an update, are you gonna be worried? And it just is like I'm in a weird headspace right now, so I need to get my mind right, and I appreciate your graciousness in allowing me that time. I appreciate so much all your prayers. It took a village, ladies. It took a village. And gentlemen. There was someone, a gentleman who he and his wife are going through infertility who has also joined the fam. Men are welcome. I don't mean to exclude people. So everybody here is welcome. And then I think I'm going to do a video on finances. We did a live that came up and there seems to be some talks. And I might pop in here and there for a live. But I just don't want to be on like a commitment of like, here's what's next with my fertility. Because I just need to take a step back and like really appreciate like where I am and what's going on and how God is working through me. And so, yeah, that's where I am. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see all that. I'm deeply humbled. I'm so grateful for my donor. And we still have a long road to plow, but we are on the good foot. All right, ladies, thank you all for your support. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye. Baby dust to us all.